Welcome in, everyone. Stony Brook University is the site. The event is the 2024 NLF, National Lacrosse Federation National Championship Games on tap. The class of 2025 graduating next spring. Rising 12th graders, rising seniors in high school. This field will be littered with Division I lacrosse commits as primetime out of New Jersey. Out of primetime's like Westchester County.
Westchester, yes, sir.
Will take on Team 91 Long Island Storm. Primetime in the white, 91 in the orange. We've got a good one on tap. Some college coaches have hung around, checking this one out. We are underway here at Stony Brook, the last of our championship games here on Championship Sunday. Ball is controlled by Primetime. They've got some really, really good midfielders on this ball club. Miguel Iglesias, he's number 7 in white. Iglesias committed to Notre Dame. Number 15 is Brody Scaletti, Duke. And this is number 5, Rick Giordano. Uncommitted as of right now, but a good-looking player from Brunswick. Shot goes wide, backed up by Primetime. Number 8, Alex Ponchak on the re-trigger. Excuse me, that's Cam Kelly. Kelly feed inside, shot goes wide. Kelly committed to Notre Dame. Shot goes out of bounds, backed up by 91.
Some good teams you're listing there.
Just a little bit, right?
Yeah, Duke, Notre Dame. We got some talented guys out here. So I'm assuming this is their last club event of all time, right?
You would think so.
I would think so.
This is the last hurrah, and they would like nothing better than to end it with a championship. Jojo Filardi with that clear for Team 91. It's Gary Merrill. He's committed to University of North Carolina. Number 4 is Matt Triolo. Triolo committed to Delaware. Good-looking offensive player headed to the Blue Hens. Loses it inside. Ball's picked up momentarily, knocked away again. Shot and a goal. That's number 27. For Team 91.
Take a look here. Just gets topside, draws that double team. But you can't get beat topside right there. The defenseman's got to start turning him back towards X. Got to try to cut that down, get in front. Does a good job of coming hard, taking those few extra steps to increase his angle, making an easier shot, and get 91 up 1-0 here early in the game.
Yeah, apologies, I do not have him on my roster. Face-off won by number 19, Tommy Klein. And 91 now with a 1-goal lead. Kimo Kaletsos Kaletsis, excuse me. Number 25. Mishandle. Here comes 90. Here comes Primetime, excuse me. Nice outlet. Transition opportunity. Kelly. Wow, excuse me. Primetime with the rip. That is number 8 in white. Alexander Ponchak.
Yeah, I didn't really get it on.
Ponchak with a beautiful catch and finish from range. And we're tied at 1.
Good job. Got out in transition right away. Take a look here. Defenseman does a good job finding the point attackman, and he's just aggressive. Just knows where he's going with it. As soon as he catches it, he's ready to shoot. But started with that ground ball. Good pass right up the field. Both guys just getting up the field and create that early offense. Nice job from Primetime.
Primetime's path to the championship game. They beat Resolute Ohio Black 10-9 in the quarterfinals. 12-5 winners over West Coast Stars in the semifinals. Team 91 Long Island, 10-9 victory over Massachusetts Black in the quarterfinals. And then they beat Team 91 Maryland 8-5 in the semifinals to stamp their ticket to this championship game. Flag down, shot, and a score. Nice shot from range outside. Number 2 in white for Primetime is Caden Parsons, and he sticks it. And we've got a full-time penalty coming up against Team 91.
It's a cross check, got him high up in the head right there. You see
good
it.
Call.
And then just throws that nice pass, step down, hands back, does a good job getting his hands all the way back. That's how you want to teach the young guys how to shoot it. Kiss that inside shoulder and let it rip. So nice job on that shot and finish. Primetime up 2-1 here.
Parsons, a Michigan commit, so the two-time defending Big Ten champions add to their midfield core. And just like that, Primetime scores 2 quick goals to take a 1-goal advantage here.
We've seen this Primetime team before, you and I. They've been around for a while.
They have. Very talented bunch.
It's a regular stop for them in this championship game and this weekend.
Primetime with the man-up opportunity. Nice little wheel shot saved. Tenacious ride from Primetime. 91 is able to clear. Nice save by Patrick Biesi, the goalie for Team 91. Anthony Rayo with the ball behind the cage. He is a commit to University of North Carolina. Shot, and it's going to be run out by Primetime. Great hustle.
Go back up. Gotta have it backed up, right?
Unquestionably. Heads up play from Jack Schwartz. Good looking long pole. He will be going to Loyola University in Baltimore. Shot, wow, and had some pop to it. Good look from Schialetti. Primetime being very aggressive with their shots.
Yeah. Haven't seen a shot they didn't like yet.
Right. Feet up top. Not hit off Biesi's head, it looked like.
He's going to see a lot of rubber
Yeah.
today with the way things are going here. Like you said, they're not afraid to pull it, not going to play slow. Like we said, a team that's been together for a while, good chemistry, a lot of talent. They're just going to let it rip.
Michael Brescia also out there, headed to Loyola as well. So like we mentioned, just a ton of college commits between these two really talented club lacrosse teams, Team 91 Storm and Primetime. Ball cycling up top. This is Caden Parsons. Parsons uses his body. Ball doesn't get to the cage. Parsons, a Michigan commit, as we mentioned. Gets it back, and now we have 5-on-5. Primetime elects to pull it out. Defense being played by Sean Connolly. Inside, that shot ricocheted off of something or someone, lost a little bit of velocity and heads out of bounds. We get a look at Cam Kelly. Going to re-trigger play. Being guarded by Patrick Hebert. But Kelly makes quick work of it. The Notre Dame commit finalizes, and Primetime's up 3-1.
Take a look here. Takes it from behind. Gets to his left hand. Just a little pick there. Got to communicate. Got to do a better job of communicating on that pick, letting your guy know it's coming. And when you got a dynamic athlete like that, you got to step out off of that pick, slow down his momentum. They do neither, and he takes advantage.
Yeah, Brescia with the slick pick. And then we're going to have a foul behind the play. Looks like we're going to have a late hit on Team 91. It's unnecessary roughness, late hit. So Primetime will have an extra man advantage as we go under 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Don't be surprised if Primetime takes their time getting the ball and getting it back in play and probably holds it. So they'll begin the second quarter with possession. Good job by 91 to make life a little bit more difficult. That ball's in the air, so we'll face off. If you're Cam Kelly, you got to be a little smarter than that. Just soak the checks and run away from pressure. But since the ball was in the air when the horn sounded, that is no possession. We'll face it off to begin the second quarter. Primetime will be a man up.
That's definitely not what you wanted for sure.
3-1 is our score. Primetime leads Team 91 in the class of 2025 National Championship here at the National Lacrosse Federation Championship Sunday.
Time to book a Varsity Media Sportscast and get on the big stage. A Varsity Media Sportscast is seen by thousands of people, both live and on demand, from friends and family all over the world to prospective college coaches. Our announcers will help tell the story of your team and your athletes. There is no bigger stage to be on than Varsity Media. Book a sportscast today by contacting Varsity Media.
College coaches checking out some guys that they have committed in the class of 2025. Rising 12th graders, rising seniors, one more year of high school for these guys, and then they're off to the college ranks. Primetime leading Team 91 Long Island Storm 3-1 as we enter the second quarter of action. What were the biggest takeaways that you had from the first 12 minutes?
Just Primetime, I think the athleticism, like we've talked about before, just they've been together a lot. I think it was a rematch of last year's final, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the same two teams. I think Primetime went up on them early and kind of ran away with it. So a little bit of a closer game here today. But you could just tell they're confident in what they're doing. They play an open, freestyle form of offense where guys are allowed to create, shoot, kind of have no restrictions. Another penalty here on Team 91, so Primetime will go up a man again.
And that was a great ground ball pickup off the wing by Michael Giannetti, a Princeton commit. So 91 already a man down. Now staring at a free possession for Primetime. Shot goes wide, backed up by Primetime, but it doesn't really make a difference because they'll enjoy another extra man opportunity. It's a legal procedure offsides against 91, so we're going to have some 6-on-4 lacrosse coming up in a second.
And that's never fun playing 6-on-4.
So we're still 6-on-5, which
Okay.
is interesting. Yeah, they got to send somebody off. Here we go. As long as that clock keeps running.
There we go. Yeah, 6-on-4, that's difficult.
Right here, you want to box it up?
You're boxing, and yeah, you're just running around and doing the best you can. Really, it's about staying tight. At this point, you know you're going to give up a shot. It's just how deep can you give it up. So it's staying tight, making sure you cover on the inside, and if you give up an 8 or a 9-yard shot, you kind of live with that. But you can't get overextended here.
Primetime looking like they're overloading one side. Now they switch fields, and good step out by this 91 defense.
Ooh.
Shot save, Biesi. Read it the whole way, makes a clean stop.
And he's been good here today. I think he's kind of kept them in it a little bit. Primetime's got a couple of decent shots, some good looks, throwing a lot at him. And he's made a couple of good saves here.
And saved it clean. Didn't give up a rebound.
Yep.
Didn't give a second chance opportunity to Primetime. Long pole. Doing work.
I like it.
Yeah.
Finally gets the ball up to Rayo. Oliver Pritchard applying the defense. He'll go to Amherst, the Division III power, out of the NESCAC. This is Gary Merrill, North Carolina commit, number 16 in orange. Being guarded by Andrew Jakimowicz, shorty for Primetime. Nice stop by the goaltender for Primetime. Ty Ramachandran. He'll go to Georgetown. Played for the Hoyas.
Georgetown's been close the last few years.
They have. Terrific program.
Keep getting stuck in that quarterfinal.
So other young defense. Speaking of goalies, Anderson Moore, true freshman, starting goal. Ty Banks, freshman, starting close defense. That's a group that had to grow up in a hurry.
Yeah. He's done a great job, Coach Warren.
Nice shot on the run. That is Caden Parsons, future Wolverine, down the alley, and he pots it.
Just a simple alley dodge, gets his step, gets his hands free. Showing his athleticism here. Take a look. Gonna attack that top foot, right? Make him open his hips. Once he does that, he's got a little bit of a step. No slide comes and does a good job of just sticking it right-handed. Attack that top foot, right? Make him open up.
Face-off win by Aiden Diaz-Matos. He'll go to Notre Dame and face off for the two-time defending national champion Fighting Irish.
Program that went so long without one. And
Yeah.
got too quick.
Sean Connolly playing some defensive midfield for this 91 team. Defending Emmett Crotty in the midfield. Turnover, nice pickup. Here comes 91.
I feel like 91's gotta stay within 2. You don't want prime time to get to 3, 4, 5. Then they start to open it up on you.
Yeah, good point.
Kind of a important part right here, even though it's still midway through the second. You don't want them to start building that lead because then it's going to be really difficult to slow these guys down and get back into it.
.27 on the dodge for Team 91. Shoots around his defender. Backed up nicely. James Pagano wearing the 99. Hasn't been a game or a team that we have seen today that hasn't had a 99, to your point earlier.
What number did you wear?
20.
20.
You're 55, right?
I was professionally, yeah, but I played at 11 when I was at the
11.
Twos.
Okay.
Now the famous 11. Everybody goes to Joel White, but there was me before.
You made it famous, didn't you?
Well, it was me to Joel, and then, he did some good things with it. I'm just glad he lets me take part of it and claim it.
.91 trying to crack this tough primetime defense. They're going to get an extra man opportunity right here.
Much needed. It's been tough for them 6-on-6. Give primetime. We talk about primetime's offense and top flight guys they got going to big time Division I programs and guys that can fill it up. But the defense has been very good here today too.
We're going to see the penalty, just a classic push from behind.
Once you get those arms extended, right? You got
to get off his back.
Get off his back. Get on his hip. Get that, keep that constant pressure. Once you keep extending your arms over and over again, that's when the push comes. Got to drive on his hip.
Marilyn Rayo, 2 big guns up top for this 91 team, joined by Matt Triolo. Triolo again committed to Delaware. Rayo passes up the shot. Shot from the wing, soaked. Another number 99, that's Christopher Aliano. He'll be headed to Notre Dame.
How many guys Notre Dame? How many roster spots does Notre Dame have? You said about 5 Notre Dame guys.
Enough to fit these primetime guys in.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And Notre Dame plays a lot of guys, too. Won a national championship this year, run 3 midfields.
It's always nice when you have that brother tandem.
Yep. Kavanaugh's making it happen.
One's back, right?
Yeah. Chris will be back.
So you got 1 or 2 years left?
He should be a senior, I believe. Junior or senior?
Yeah. So they're not done yet.
Nope.
And they seem to be reloading the last few years, right?
For sure. Nice step in. A good backup. Smart play by number 15 in orange.
Be curious to see what happens to Faison. If he has a big fall,
Yeah.
does he come back? We all love the sport of lacrosse, but if you got an opportunity to play on Sundays, that's a little different.
Hard to pass up.
It's a little different.
It's Gary Merrill, actually, number 16 in orange. Great backup. Then he legs it across. Individual clear. Rayo.
Good shot.
Nice twister shot. Beautiful goal for Rayo. He's still in the mix for a spot on the under 20 United States men's team. He shows us why right there with a beautiful dodge down the alley and a little twister.
Good job here. Just attacks them. We've been talking about it all day here. Just those basic alley dodges sometimes are the most effective. And like you said, little twister. Could have went lefty there, increase his angle, but when you can do it like that, it's just as effective and does a good job of finishing it. And Team 91, like we said, they got to stay around that 2-goal deficit to have a shot, and that was a big goal for them right there.
I want to remind everybody the partnership between USA Lacrosse and the NLF on age verification. 15-month window instead of that 12-month window. 15-month, a little bit more gracious in terms of accommodating summer birthdays. And yeah, but if you're a day too old, you don't fit the age verification. The 2029 class will be instituted next year, so you'll have all of youth lacrosse covered through 8th grade. Great step forward. And there's 20 other partners working with USA Lacrosse in addition to NLF, including NLF, to make this game as fair and equitable in terms of a level playing field as possible. Great development in the sport. 4-2 primetime leading. It's Rayo trying to get his guys back in this game.
Short time here.
Yeah.
Got to go in a hurry.
Coming up on 50 seconds. Triolo working the ball behind. John Botafuoco applying some defensive pressure. Nice move by Rayo. Ankle breaker. That would have been sweet had it gone. Anthony Rayo impressing with his dodging ability thus far in this game.
Yeah, he's got some shiftiness to him. Been a matchup problem so far for prime time.
Botafuoco, another Notre Dame commit, so add that to the list of Fighting Irish, South Bend bound, and we have another flag, and this is fortuitous for Team 91. They'll just hold on to possession, flag down to Notes possession. They'll begin the second half. No face-off. They'll have the ball and an extra man opportunity, and they'll need it. Prime time, leading the 2025 graduating class national championship game here at the National Lacrosse Federation 4-2. We're back after this break.
Watching Varsity Media, New York's premier high school sports network.
It's time to book a Varsity Media Sportscast and get on the big stage. A Varsity Media Sportscast is seen by thousands of people, both live and on demand, from friends and family all over the world to prospective college coaches. Our announcers will help tell the story of your team and your athletes. There is no bigger stage to be on than Varsity Media. Book a sportscast today by contacting Varsity Media. When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Feel like your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
After 2 quarters, prime time leading Team 91 Shock here in the 2025 National Championship game. Graduating class of 2025. Rising seniors, rising 12th graders. One more year of high school lacrosse left to be played before they move on to the college ranks. And boy, there are a number of talented players that we're being able to see here this afternoon that are headed to some pretty nice schools.
I think they're all headed to Notre Dame.
Prime time guys are. Yeah, we've got Notre Dame, North Carolina, Michigan, Duke,
Delaware, I heard.
Delaware, Georgetown, Loyola, Princeton. A lot of fine schools and great programs represented on both sidelines. Big opportunity here for Team 91 as they will begin the second half with possession. man-up opportunity. See if they can cash in and inch closer to this primetime lead. Clock not running here.
There it goes.
Nice spinning, whirling dervish. Triolo hits the pipe. Ball bounces out.
One more.
Comes right back to Merrill. Merrill loses the handle for a second. Is able to get it back. Great ball movement by Team 91. Rayo, hands free. That one looked like it was a kick save by Ramachandran. Looks like we are back to even strength. So Primetime was able to weather that storm. Rayo has been a handful thus far. Shot saved off. Ramachandran got low real quick and was able to fight. That was a nasty sidearm shot from 27. Not on our roster. I want to say that's Matthew Higgins, though. California native. Plays his high school ball in Baltimore at the Boys Latin School and spends his club time with Team 91, Long Island.
That's some dedication right there.
Rayo works the ball up top. And if I misidentified 27, I apologize. That's my best guess. Kimo Kaletsis gets inside, shot, rings off the post or hits something or someone, and it goes out. Primetime is able to run it out of bounds to get possession.
Primetime goalie's been good. Made a couple tough saves, made the saves he's supposed to. Give credit to 91. They're starting to find their rhythm offensively. Had a couple good looks here, especially in this last possession, but Primetime up to the task, and again, the goalie playing extremely well.
Should be worth noting, Biesi, goaltender for 91, committed to Virginia. Looks like he's at Virginia already with the orange jersey, the white shorts.
Natural fit.
Yeah. It's an over and back as Schiletti tried to not touch it.
Yeah.
But did, and turnover to 91. They've got to cash in at some point. Thwarted on the extra man opportunity. Then they had a couple of good looks in 6-on-6. Now with this turnover, Rayo, hands-free shot, far post, rings off the iron.
Good location, just an inch or two off.
Nice hustle. Good wrist strength by Kaletsos. Quick double. Feed inside, shot and a score. That's great offense. Way to make the one more, keep the ball hot. Finished off by number 21, Kimo Kaletsis. He did a great job of keeping the ball alive at midfield, and here he cashes in on the other end.
Good, well-timed cut, right? He saw that defender go. Slides out to that guy that was coming around the X, just followed that slide. Got into a good spot, got his stick free. And 91's been playing good offense here to start the second half, starting to really get into a good rhythm. They've had a bunch of good looks, playing very patient and playing for really good shots and able to capitalize finally on one and get them back within one.
Another violation against Primetime is going to give it back to Team 91. Primetime bench not excited about that call. Ball loose around the restraining box.
Good ground ball.
Good pickup by Merrill. Merrill right down the heart of the defense. Probably could have shot it right there.
Yeah, I think he had him open early, and
Yeah.
then once he lost the handle on his own stick, he didn't realize, but he was actually the guy open for the shot because it closed up quick. Tried to get that pass off one-handed, and unfortunately for Team 91, leads to a turnover.
Good clear by Primetime. It's been a minute since Primetime has been on offense.
Yeah, it's been mostly 91. Like I said, they've had really nice long possessions, good looks. Haven't seen much of this offense.
Yeah. See if they can get back into a rhythm, back into a groove.
Do you know where the commentator is? He can't get my son's name right. Well, he doesn't even know the jersey.
Definitely a good way to slow down a good offense, right? Long possessions. Keep them on the sideline. Same thing in football, right? Run the ball, ball control.
Manage the clock.
That's right.
What did he ask?
Scaletti. Didn't need much room.
Nope.
Got top side. Beautiful shot. Brady Scaletti headed to Duke with a whistler past Biesi. Primetime gets their lead back up to a pair.
Had not much of an angle here. Pretty sure he went near side. Let's take a look here, right there. Just a little hesitation, little stutter step, and yeah, put it near side. Just got to hug that pipe, right? Stay big, make him go far, low and away. But nice play. Like you said, get that lead back up to 2.
They win the ensuing face-off. Emmett Karate. Brescia behind the cage, surveying the 91 defense. This kid's a handful.
Yeah.
Strong. A little too much right there. Ball taken away.
Bad look. Throwing an underhand, 35-yard pass to the middle of the field. Sometimes guys just got to realize that even though you got a little pressure on you, you're still the best option. Just run away, get your hands free. Sometimes you just got to turn back and possess the ball. Can't have turnovers on your own end.
Parsons putting his shorty in the spin cycle. Nice move to cage. Number 7, Miguel Iglesias. Primetime playing the substitution game. They got the cat and mouse. Iglesias, hands free, steps in. Looks like that was deflected or came out of his stick a little funny. Sails out of bounds, but backed up by Primetime. Brescia with the shot, goes over top the cage. Coming up on a 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Ponchak being guarded aggressively behind the cage by Peter Garbassi. Garbassi headed to Lehigh. Shot, and that's a beautiful score by Ponchak. Nice feed from Caden Parsons. Primetime lead back up to 3.
That's what you didn't want, 91. You got it back within 1. And then Primetime goes on this small 2-goal run, gets it back to 3. Take a look here. Just a good step down, good location, good shot. Primetime again, back up by 3.
Violation against Primetime at the faceoff dot gives the ball to 91. It's been a while since 91's been on offense.
Yeah.
Seems like Primetime enjoyed about 4 or 5 minutes worth of possession. They were able to turn that into 2 goals. Gary Merrill. And Rayo playing a 2-man game. Caden Smith providing some defense for Primetime.
Another pipe.
That's what, 3 or 4 this quarter,
I was
right?
going to say for 91, they've hit at least 3 or 4 pipes in the game. Had some good looks. Shooting it well, just hitting those pipes.
Short time, 30 seconds to go here, third quarter. Primetime looking to build on their lead. Doubling up 91 Long Island Shock as we speak. Nice reset on that shot offering from Giordano. Time expires, and we've got 3 quarters down. 1 to go. Primetime leading Team 91 Long Island 6-3. Rising Seniors graduating class of 2025 championship here on ESPN+.
Have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Team 91, head coach Jim Muley leading the 2025s here. It all comes down to this. The final 12 minutes of the summer, the final 12 minutes of the club careers of so many terrific players out here on the field right now. Team 91 Long Island looking to stage a comeback against Primetime. They trail 6-3 entering the final stanza. Mark Dixon, Steve Panarelli. Shout out to all the men and women in our technical crew making it possible to bring you this action live from Stony Brook University. It's been an incredible tournament. Started on Friday. Saturday's always the fun day. You know, it's like Separation Saturday.
Yeah.
Qualify for the playoffs, then you play do your playoff games. These guys played in the semifinals earlier this morning. Wins to stamp their ticket here to the championship game. Primetime up 6-3 on Team 91 Long Island. Face off controlled by Primetime, and that is exactly what they wanted. More distance between themselves and Team 91, and Aiden Diaz-Matos goes right down Nichols Road and sticks it. Beautiful opportunity.
Not the start you wanted if you're 91, already down 3, and then you get this quick strike here right off the X. Your wing guy, the defender there, he's got to be coming down the line there, taking away a break. And I was going to say before the quarter started, I thought like 91 could possibly get back into this game because I thought they were playing pretty good offensive. It hit a few pipes, just missed a few good looks, but now they find themselves down 4, so it's going to make it a little bit tougher now. Going to need some face-off wins, and they're going to have to finish some of those opportunities that they're getting on offense.
Yeah, they were just unlucky.
Yeah.
Zach Arbuckle taking that face-off for Team 91. That'll go down as a win on his ledger as it goes out of bounds. He'll be going to Penn State to play his college lacrosse. Zach Arbuckle will. If you want to have a comeback, it's got to start right now. Koletsis already has a goal. He's made some nice plays in this game. Triolo gets inside, shot, nice save. Ramchandran, the last line of defense. He's been pretty stellar here today. Now, he was helped.
A couple pipes, but he's made a bunch of saves. He's been good in the clearing game. Made a couple tough stops as well earlier in the game. So he's done a good job.
No doubt.
Help limiting this team to 3 goals so far.
Prime time, spreading it out. Matthew Pettis applying the defensive pressure. He'll be going to UAlbany to play for Scott Marr. .47 in orange is JoJo Filardi as that one rings off the post. Filardi will be going to Syracuse.
Played a little football too, right? I think he is.
There you go.
I think he's a quarterback.
Wind up shot. Nice trail check. Patrick Hebert tried to get that one off. He'll be going to Johns Hopkins. And the primetime bench getting some fist pumps on that beautiful trail check. And
good check there.
yeah, primetime ran it out of bounds as well. So they're still hustling even though they're up by 4 goals. 8.5 minutes left to go.
Good look.
Continuing to play hard lacrosse. This is Gary Merrill in transition. Shot save. Oh. Loses the ball. No harm, no foul. Scaletti catches the long outlet pass, and primetime back on offense.
Talked about Filardi playing football. I think it was a UNC lacrosse commit that is going to Q's football too.
Okay.
He was a defenseman, I think. And then he decommitted, and now he's playing football. Tight end.
Yeah, like you mentioned, lacrosse, we love it. It's a great sport, but if you have an opportunity to play some other sports, especially one that plays on Sundays.
Yep. It's amazing how many guys have transitioned, right?
Jared Bernhardt,
Yeah.
Chris Hogan, Jordan Faison currently.
Yeah.
You know, just to name a couple.
Even a guy from my hometown. This guy, Kennedy. Football player, played at Bryant. Played lacrosse at Bryant 4 years. In his 5th year, played football. And he's done 3 years on the practice squad. Got a season and a half on the active roster with the Lions. Former lacrosse guy.
It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
But Zed Williams tried out for the Bills.
Yeah.
I don't know where that stands, but he was welcomed at their tryout a little while ago.
Yeah, you're going to see more and more for sure. Good save.
Yes, a nice save. Virginia commit. Keeping primetime at bay. Here comes 91. They've got transition. They've got numbers. The 91's had their opportunities here in the second half. Third quarter, unlucky with pipe shots. And then here in the fourth stanza, They have been stymied by Ramachandran, the goaltender for primetime. Defense hung up. See what 91 elects to do.
Your prime time, you're okay with this? Let this clock run. We'll see.
Absolutely.
We'll cover cutters for the next 6 minutes.
Let you hang back behind the cage.
Well, that's what I say when I call college games is get these guys hung up, and I'm saying the shot clock's running, and
I know.
and you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's almost takes that play away. You know, you can try it for a few seconds, but after you get to 10 to 15 seconds of just a guy standing back there with the ball, I mean, you got to move it.
Triolo, big face dodge right there. Chandron again there to make the stop for prime time. Merrill whistles one high, doing everything he can to try to get his 91 ball club back in this thing. He'll be headed to North Carolina along with his Team 91 running mate Rayo here with the ball, number 9 in orange. Nice shot from Chandron again there to make the save. That's what, his 4th, 5th save of the quarter.
For sure.
Sloppy outlet pass. Nice first time grounder. Picked up by Hebert.
I didn't see that guy in the sideline. I said, where's he flipping this ball?
Yeah.
Good heads-up play there.
Alexander Bauer back in the contest. He'll be going to Michigan.
Heard that name a few times, Michigan.
I mean, the NLF, it's the place to play. You're going to play against the best, with the best.
Now, do they have multiple events throughout the year? Obviously, this is the biggest one.
Yeah, summer kickoff is early in the summer.
Okay.
There's an event in January, I want to say, in Florida.
Okay.
More of like an instructional combine and like an individual event. You're put on teams, but you play with players from all over the country.
Cool.
That's always a cool event. The Elite, I think it's the Elite 150. It's so this year would have been the class of 2026. The Rising Juniors get a showcase day all to themselves.
Okay.
That's at Loyola University in Baltimore.
So they got a bunch.
Yeah.
Good opportunities to be seen.
No doubt.
Different than when we were playing, right?
Just a little bit.
I hope you're on a good high school team that made it deep into the playoffs and college season was over and they could come watch you. That was always the big deal when I was in high school, was you wanted to make it to the playoffs because you'd play at Hofstra. And in the top left corner of those Hofstra stands, there'd be 15, 20 coaches up there. And the further you went, if you made it to the semis, you made it to the finals, you got a couple more looks.
Yeah, there's fall tournament, fall invitational. They got prospect camps throughout the year. NLF does. Guys do a great job. 2:20 left to go in this game. Now you see 91 really stretching out, applying pressure, being aggressive.
They got no choice right now, right?
Yeah, you gotta go.
This is primetime team, right? They've been doing, like we said before, they've been doing a long time.
Yeah, been together for a while.
Sure, they
play well together.
Sure, they won a lot of other tournaments, and they won this championship now. I think this is their 3rd time. So, give a lot of credit to those guys. They've been doing this a long time. They're going to end it with another championship.
At some point, you got to put a shot clock on here. I mean, 91's doing everything they can to pressure the ball, and there's no attempt whatsoever for primetime going to the cage.
Well, these refs been working all day, too, so they might just they might just be letting it go, man.
Nice takeaway. That's going to be a turnover. So the 91 pressure pays off. Slow break. Wind up shot. Goes out of bounds, backed up by Primetime. And it looks like the boys from Primetime Lacrosse Club are going to take home another NLF National Championship. Cap off terrific club careers. It's 91 team, though.
They had a good run, too. I think
Great bunch, yeah. Very talented bunch. And we're going to see these guys when it's all said and done.
bigger and better things ahead for all these guys.
No doubt. It's been fun, Steve.
Absolutely.
So we always mark it down to mid-July. We get together and
4 years in a row now? 5 years? I don't even know.
something like that. You lose count, man.
Yeah.
You get older.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The final 20 seconds are all that stands between Primetime and another national championship. And that'll do it. An impressive effort from Primetime. They win the NLF National Championship. Graduation class 2025, rising high school seniors, and as we talked about throughout the broadcast, many of these kids committed to some of the top programs in the country. For Steve Panarelli, this is Mark Dixon. Thank you so much for watching. Million thanks to men and women in our technical crew. It's been a fun day here from Stony Brook. Have a good rest of the summer.